both of these coaches trying to figure out rotations, who fits best. Clippers a much deeper team, and they certainly have finals aspirations as Paul George, still just 22 years of age. George, another mid-range is good. Zubac missed Sunday's game in a loss at Denver, been out with a calf injury.
That responsibility off of him as you see the Clippers blitzing Anthony Edwards pick and roll.
Anderson blows the layup. Nice rim run, but he couldn't finish it. They missed a good chunk of the first half. Hard to get those two on the floor together. George unable to hit. Paul George averaging 23.5 a game, misses both free throws. McDaniels misses that one. George probes. Oh, tough shot over Anderson, and able to bank it off the window with a left hand. Good ball movement all the way around the horn. Edwards. Westbrook up ahead. George running the floor.
Great look from Westbrook. Fast break points. It's been a struggle.
It was one of the great games of the year. A wild double overtime game. Paul George back on the floor running with the bench squad here.
To keep the Timberwolves off the glass, and the Timberwolves usually not a good offensive rebounding team.
Extra pass. Paul George for three. And there's Reed with another rebound. Starting a new streak, Stan. Good job. That was kind of a layup.
Is upsetting to the coaches.
So, as George with the second free throw, why would Ty Lue use a challenge here?
As you see the Clippers now, and they've done this against Minnesota before, going small against Rudy Gobert.
There's 4 first-round draft picks to get him to Minnesota. Hasn't been the season.
He's out there now, and here he is straight away.
Ty Lue immediately going to Zubac now. Didn't like how that was matching up on the floor as George misses the jumper. McDaniels with the rebound. Edwards picks up George. Zubac left wide open. Gobert got caught napping. Defended well by Zubac. Knocked out of his hands. Westbrook on the drive. Kicks it. George open for three. Money. 28 points in the paint for the Timberwolves right now. They're +6 in that category, and McDaniels goes right in there again. Tied at 51 here, under 3 to go in the half. McDaniels lost his footing. That was Kawhi Leonard, got a hand on it, and they give it right back. Conley tied at 51 here, under 3 to go in the half. McDaniels lost his footing. That was Kawhi Leonard, got a hand on it, and they give it right back. Conley, 10 points, 4 rebounds, a couple of those offensive boards. He's got a couple of blocks. George for three. And Gobert. Westbrook with the Clippers down 4, finds George, and George with a tough bucket.
In virtually everything, points, assists, steals, blocks, field goal percentage, 3 percentage, having a great year.
Did a good job there on Kawhi Leonard, but Paul George finds some space on the wing. And the T-Wolves, big story with their points in the paint. They're currently +10. Paul George, tough shot. Anderson with a rebound.
And he's trying to find ways to get his teammates really good shots. So he's going out of his way to try to get better. So that's going far for a young player like himself.
Yeah, no question. Good report there.
He's going out of his way to try to get better. So that's going far for a young player like himself.
Yeah, no question. Good report there as George sets up Westbrook this time. Returns a favor.
Great point you make, Brian, because drives create help make you take the body off the bigs and create offensive rebounds. And that is the second great rotation by Paul George here.
Halfway through this third quarter, here's George going to work on Gobert. Little fadeaway is true. Tough shot. Paul George with 20 now. That's the bullseye right there. Their defense coach has been an enigma lately. Their last 30 games, they've fallen to 27th in defensive efficiency. Favored heavily. Now FanDuel has them currently at +2.5. Got the Timberwolves
and you're having to talk about effort and physicality, you're not in the place you want to be.
Paul George misfires on his first chance. Anderson with a rebound, back on the floor.
Now 46 points in the paint for the T-Wolves.
Alexander Walker strips down on Paul George. He thought he was fouled. And now he gets a steal. Well, McLaughlin having a nice game. Both sides. Reed running the floor. And a bad pass.
Points in a hurry.
McLaughlin again with Plumlee on him in the three-pointer. No good. George at the controls. Guarded by Alexander Walker. George for three. Man flying high, but into the hands.
For centers to guard off the dribble. 12 points and 8 rebounds in only 18 minutes in this building. He's not going to do that tonight, but he's doing a nice job at the defensive end right now.
George got to get one up. Tough shot, late clock air ball.
That he wants and the Clippers need.
Here's George now. Mid-range jumper short. Edwards with a rebound.
10 points is nothing in today's NBA.
George drives. George! Two-handed jam! Three-time Defensive Player of the Year. Here's George for three. Look at Paul George! First the jam, now the three ball.